Good morning, grade 3s. I hope you haven't forgotten what I look like, but in case you have, here I am. I hope you're not driving mums and dads too crazy at home, and that you're helping them by getting on with your work quietly and carefully and really trying hard to do your best. I know it's tough not to see friends and your teachers. We all miss you very, very much. So, this week, Miss Maxwell's going to speak to you about how to build sentences. Yes, we've already covered some of this in the previous weeks, but I'm here to remind you of some of the interesting ways to make your sentences come to life. We're going to be building grown-up sentences. Some of the first things you need to remember when building grown-up sentences is that every sentence has the following. Every simple sentence has 3 basic components. The components are the subject, the verb, and the object. Subject of a sentence is who or what your sentence is about. In this case, it would be the mermaid. The verb is the action or the doing word in a sentence. In this case, it would be swam. The object of a sentence is how the subject or who or what the subject interacts with. So the object is always based on what the subject is interacting with. So in this case, the subject, the mermaid, is interacting with the sea. How is this subject interacting by the sea? By swimming in the sea. You're going to get 5 simple sentences, and you're going to be asked to identify the subject, the verb, and the object. Once you are able to do that, you are able to build more exciting sentences. Hey girl! Hey girl! Hi girl! Right, grade 3s. You've had a good look at Miss Maxwell sitting in her garden and her puppy Mila. So, I'm going to give you an idea of a simple sentence. And because you have a visual, that means you're able to picture Miss Maxwell and her puppy and what it looks like when we play. It will help you think of some creative adjectives that you could use in your sentence to make it a more grown-up sentence. So, Miss Maxwell is playing with her puppy. We are going to ask you to first think of 2 adjectives to describe Miss Maxwell, the subject, and 2 adjectives to describe the object of the sentence, Miss Maxwell's puppy. You are going to do this for all 5 sentences in your work pack. Once you are able to add 2 adjectives to the subject and 2 adjectives to the object, you will move on to adding adverbs onto your verbs, which are describing words that describe the verb in the sentence. That's the doing word, how we do something. Do we do it quickly? Do we do it slowly? Okay, boys and girls, now we're going to look at the adverb in a sentence. The adverb is the describing word for a verb. For example, if we look at when Miss Maxwell was sitting in the garden playing with her puppy, you need to ask yourself the question, how was Miss Maxwell playing with her puppy? Was she being gentle? Was she being rough? Were they running around? Were they sitting in the grass? You need to be able to bring the verb to life. So, the very last step is to add 1 describing word to the verb in every sentence. So when you're working through your work packs and you've come up with 2 describing words for the subject and the object of the sentence, Thursday's step will be to add a describing word to the verb in your sentence. Good luck, boys and girls, and a very big goodbye from Mila and me.